Island Aquatic Club. I saw the odds. I thought the show Ozark and had Ozark on the brain on that one. So.
Yeah, great show.
That was a great show.
So Leopold Nurit, fastest seed right now going in to finals. 15:59. Record 15:49 by Michael Cooper. The old Oakland Live Wires.
That's right.
Yeah. Oh. Oh. Leopold. That first 25 looked a little fast.
Establishing dominance over the pack. So he's either an aggressive miler or he wants to get out in front for the, so we talk about him the whole race and maybe watch the girls race. Well, if I go out fast, they'll talk about me.
Yeah.
At least early.
Well, we're definitely talking about him right now.
Yeah. Leopold Nurit still with the lead.
3-2 out.
So we have a little iPad here. It shows us all the splits. It's very, very helpful, and it's still showing us all the girls' stuff. So
as we're looking at the not blue screen of death,
yes, but
the
internet
circle of death.
Yeah, it chopped off at about midway. Yeah, so
we'll give you splits as they go, but looks like Leopold and Grant Freeze are definitely right out there, and then lane 7 there too, Ethan Chinea. 28.9, 29 low, 29.0, 29.2 for Chinea over there in lane 7.
Leopold Nurit took off, got after it early, but now we see Grant Freeze 29.9. He's right at 29.00. He is he's right with him now.
Yep.
Looks like he's actually a little bit faster, but look for these two to be battling each other, and if they do,
that split's about 4,500s faster than his last split for Grant.
Yeah, so now they're together. So Grant has brought him back in. Anything can happen. My guess is we're going to see these two going back and forth for quite a while. And if the challenge here is to stay within yourself. You don't want to be going, a blistering pace that you cannot hold for the whole race.
I tell my kids to keep the blinders on.
Yep.
Keep those blinders on.
And here we have two guys breathing to the right again. So we'll have Grant Freeze, who's taken over the lead, watching, being able to get a really good look at Leopold on the way out. But coming in is Leopold. Will be watching Grant. So
it's nice, steady 28 highs, consistent.
Leopold and Grant. That's a couple of Civil War generals.
I prefer the last names, Nurit Freeze.
That's right.
It doesn't look like either swimmer is putting the blinders on. They're just racing.
28.6, 28.7.
Yeah.
Just pulling away from this field. They have they have absolute separation here. Owen Miklos is 29.3.
Yep.
He's about a half a second, maybe 6/10 off the pace for these guys. But, he's hanging in there. He looks very strong.
Oh, yeah.
If one of these guys or both of these guys start to hit the wall, I would look for Owen Miklos to be there to pick up the pieces. So we'll see what happens there.
Looks like Grant Freeze was a little slower on that one, 29.2.
But I think if you're within, 3-4 tenths of your splits on a race like this, 2-3 tenths, it's really the same split. You're kind of looking at each other, but this is interesting because we just saw now we see Leopold Nurit 28.8. Now Grant Freeze, that's his second split that he's off the pace. And his tempo, he looks to be laboring just a little bit if you're laboring at 29.1. So this is a really important part of the race for Grant Freeze to stay in contact. Boy, he looks good there, though. And so...
And Owen Miklos is actually going a little bit faster, too.
Yeah, he's 29.00. And so he's actually now even splitting these guys. And, you might think, well, yeah, but, he's 6 seconds back. That's true for now.
Correct.
But that's, there's a lot of time left in this race. So.
Like Leopold's extending his lead a little bit, 28.9, 29.0 for Grant. So Grant's staying there. He's right in that 10th.
But what we've seen the last 200 yards is that we've seen Leopold Nurit. He's outsplit Grant every single 50, and what's that now his lead has been gaining. He's all of a sudden he's got a half to 3/4 of body length lead right there. He's a full body length ahead, close to full body length. But it's 6:38.8, 6:40.2. It's about a second and a half now, and this is getting to be a point of some concern for Grant Freeze and Ozaki. He's they definitely want him to stay in contact here.
Yeah, you don't want to get more than 2 body lengths because then you get the psychological thing. Do I have enough time to, chase him?
As long as you can still see his feet, you're connected. But here we go, 28.9, 29.4. That's a big difference.
Big difference.
And this is the first time he's come off a wall and has been disconnected. And so Grant Freeze goes 29.4. Owen Miklos 29.8. He's dropped back a little bit also. But again, now it's, if Grant could reconnect and stay with him, that'll be huge for him.
28.9, 29.8. Oh, yeah, he's starting to fall off a little bit.
Definitely, there's the separation. If Owen Miklos, he's 30.0, he's still there. Those guys are both pulling away. If he can see Grant, and that might give him the motivation he needs to get back into this.
So they just hit the halfway mark. Meet record 15:49, 37. I think he's got a shot at it.
I do too.
Yeah.
I do too.
If he can keep these, 28 highs, 29 lows, you don't want to be any higher than that.
No.
And now, as Leopold's going here, what I would be doing if I were that kind of swimmer is I'd be looking at the guys who are near me that I could possibly
exactly.
and use that as fuel to get me going to
28.9. Grant Freeze is not. What's interesting is Grant Freeze is actually kind of he's maintaining his pace. 29.3. Owen Miklos is 30.1, and I think we're getting to the point now where is he going to be a real threat for second place? I would say at this point, no. Something big would have to happen for that to be the case.
So Grant's, sometimes he's consistent. Every now and then he has a 50 that's just off a little bit. And Owen there, just a little bit slower than Grant.
But under 30 again. Here comes our leaders. They're coming in at the 1,000 now. 9:32.
And 9:37. Leopold just looks, looks good.
He does.
I mean, they all look good, but I mean, Leopold especially just got a nice, steady kick behind him. Stroke rate's smooth. Doesn't look like he's losing anything as he goes into the wall. 29 low again. And Grant Freeze, 29.9, so he's still under 30, which is good. If he starts going above 30, then maybe you look at Owen Miklos possibly, because Owen Miklos just went 29.7. But that's a lot of ground to catch up on.
Yeah, right now, if Leopold Nurit is 29.1, he's got to, I think he's got to be a little bit quicker to get the record.
Yeah.
I think he's just off a bit.
Yeah, 15:49, that's a tough record.
I mean, he's got to be holding, I think if I'm doing my math right, he's been averaging 57.2, but he needs to hold on to that average in order to get the record.
29.2 for Leopold. Ooh, 29.6 for Grant. That was a better 50 on that one. Then 29.8, so he's getting back down to the 29s.
Yeah, Grant Nurit, for him to break the record, he has to hold 57s. He's holding 58 mid.
Yeah.
So, his best time is a. I'm actually doing my. Wait, hold on. Let me recheck some math here.
Oh, right, and right now you're looking at Leopold Nurit. He's got Trevor Donnelly right next to him, and also Riley Poirier. And this is when I'd be like, well, I got to pick it up so I can, I got somebody to mark.
Yeah, he needs to be holding 57s, I think, to get the record.
Say right now he's holding 58 lows.
And I'm sorry, I was checking the math, but Owen Miklos just won a 29.6.
Yeah.
Got about 500 yards to go.
He's going to have to gain about a half second on each 50 if he wants to try and get Grant Freeze. Yeah, Leopold's holding 58 lows. That last 100's probably a 58-48, I think, or 44.
Grant Freeze is about 9 seconds back, and Owen Miklos is about 9 seconds behind him.
Yep.
So, I think we're trying to drum up a race that may not exist at this point, but
that keeps it more exciting.
Tiger Woods only has a 12-stroke lead. Maybe Tiger Woods trailing by 11 strokes with 9 to go. Will we see some of that Tiger magic?
You betcha.
Oh, Miklos, 29.8. He's coming back.
Leopold's pace is starting to lessen a little bit. He's still under 30s. But you can see the body's starting to tighten up a little bit. Stroke's not as fluid or as long as it once was. I mean, still looks great. Still going to have a great swim. Oh, so he went down to the 29.1 again. So we got, a 200 left. Yeah, no. pushing himself really good. Bill Shaw's having a little fun at the expense of one of our coaching colleagues.
Adam Cooper from Ole. A little uncomfortable with his newfound stardom in the sprint, among the sprint pantheon of sprint coaches.
Yeah.
Start looking for a college job soon.
Well, I think that Leopold should definitely beat his time of 15:59 here. Question is by how much?
Okay, here they go. He's
75 left.
got a bell coming up. Got the bell lap for our leaders. I think everybody.
Wow, look at Owen Miklos now going 29 O's. He's like, oh, I want to get this race done.
Yep.
Oh, look at Owen Miklos, man. He is cruising. 29-3. He's definitely going to go at best time.
Leopold Nurit, 15:52.6. Best time by 6 seconds. Great swim. About 4 seconds off the record, but in a mile, that's not a lot. So
16:02.56. He broke his time by 44 hundredths.
Which, if you're a distance swimmer, it's like dropping 100th. Better than a sharp stick in the eye, but at the end of the day.
Did you ever see the movie Wall Street? It's like where Larry Wildman driving off a cliff in my new Maserati.
So Leopold Nurit, Grant Freeze, and Grant did a great job. He broke contact with Leopold, but he hung in there, kept a good pace going, stuck around for second. Owen Miklos out there by himself, finishing third with 16:10.
Looks like Trace Colton made it back.
We did have some swimmers in the morning. Yeah. Trace Colton, 16:39. Jake McPhail, 16:41. Carney Cullen, 16:42.